It's not your imagination. No, you're not black American. You wonder why they call you Jamaican. When you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. No, you're not a Haitian. You wonder why they call you Puerto Rican. When you're above all the other nations. It's not your imagination. They just wanna keep us down. They don't wanna see us with the crown.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome to Four Corners News. That's right, where the truth speaks. I am Captain Zakan to my left.
Officer Judah.
And to his left, Officer Azaniah. He forgot to turn his mic on. And to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and to my right,
Officer Lyell.
and we make up Four Corners
News.
That's right. Thank you for tuning in. Thursday live prime time. We got a jam-packed show for you here today. Send up some prayers for Captain Severus, man. He couldn't make it today, so Lord's will, he'll be back with us on the next FCN, all right? Hey, so let's get into it. Y'all know Sleepy Joe?
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe is what DJ Trump. That's what he calls Biden. He calls him Sleepy Joe. So y'all know all of this election stuff is going on and all of that. So you know the Lord in his infinite wisdom, he always leaves a little what you call a breadcrumb to the kingdom to find your way back to the kingdom.
That's right.
But you just got to have spiritual eyes and a whole list, a whole team of FCN researchers to get you the article. Shout out to the FCN research team.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High for him. So let's pull that article up to show how the Lord revealed once again in these last days what time we in. Pull it up for us.
Right. Bring it out.
Pull that up for us. Read that for us, officer.
The world now sees that there's no exceptionalism or grandeur in American democracy, but only chaos and sense of injustice.
And a sense of injustice. The main part you want to focus on, the world now sees.
That's right.
Right.
That means that the Bible is a true book. If you don't, this is one thing I want to say. I was meditating on this when I read that article. Man, I said, if you don't believe the Bible is a true book, you are an idiot. Not an idiot. You're an idiot, boy. Idiot.
That sound like it has some Benjamin in it.
I don't know where it came from. It might have came from
brother.
Benjamin.
We don't even know what tribe you're from.
But you just ain't a regular idiot. You're an idiot if you don't believe the Bible is a true book in these last days.
Right.
Because what that article just said in the headline alone is going word for word of what God had already prophesied thousands of years ago to happen right now in this day and age.
Right. That's right.
Hey, let's go to the article. Let's read it, see what's in that thing. Let's read it, because the title speaks 1,000 words. Right. But let's see what the actual article says. Let's scroll down on that. Let's scroll down. So off top, you see that? They burning flags and everything. Let's read that.
Even if Trump loses, the truth is that too many Americans, The truth is that too many Americans, Trumpism isn't a pathology.
Pathology means disease. I had to look it up because, it ain't a regular Negro word. So pathology means disease. Trumpism isn't a disease, read.
But a new normal, which is a product of massive social divide caused by dissatisfaction with the political system and life in general.
Now stop right there. So now this is why, now check this out, y'all. This is why your crooked pastors, Bishop just blasted to hell and back the dude named T. whatever McClendon, The dude that got a baby face, you know, a little baby ass face, no hair nowhere on his face.
Right.
And looked like he used bleaching cream. That dude right there. And he been blasting TD Snakes.
Right.
He been blasting Creflo Steal Your Dollars.
Right.
He even got on another one too. I feel he don't retire, but he got on him too. But this is why they tell you don't read the Old Testament, because it be key words that if you read and you study the Old Testament, it will pop scriptures up in your mind. Go back to that top article, that top paragraph real quick, just to show you. It said Trumpism isn't a pathology, but a new normal, which is a product of massive social divide caused by dissatisfaction. Go to Daniel 2.
Bring it out.
Go to Daniel chapter 2 to show you about that social divide where it is prophesied in the Bible to be a part of this nation only.
Right.
Give me that in Daniel chapter 2, and we're going to go right to verse 40 on down.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 40.
Yep.
And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces.
Now, what Daniel saw in his vision was Rome, but we all know that America is only an extension of Rome.
Right, that's right.
How do we know that? Your damn days of the week.
Right.
Monday,
Count
Tuesday.
the months of the year.
Tuesday is what is it? It's like the god of Mars.
Right.
Tuesday's the god of wars, which is Mars. Then you got Monday is Moon Day, it's the worship of the moon.
Wednesday is like Odin's Day. Or something
Wednesday's like Odin's Day. All of this stuff is Greek, Roman mythology.
Right.
Saturday is Saturn.
Like that. Yeah.
The government buildings as well.
Government buildings.
Where they set up.
What's that?
The architecture.
The architecture, right.
The Supreme Court Justice Building.
Yep.
Yeah.
Capitol Building. The
Capitol Building. It's all got them Roman pillars on it, right?
Right,
so this America is an
House
extension
also.
of Rome, right? Now, read verse 41.
Verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
The what?
The kingdom shall be divided.
The kingdom shall be divided.
Social
Democracy, republicanism, socialism,
Right.
conservative, black, white, all of that. This place is divided. Go ahead, officer.
That was the social divide that was talking about in that article.
Yes.
That's exactly what it's talking about.
Exactly right.
And Christ said that if a kingdom divided against one another, it's not going to stand.
It's not going to stand. And that's a heavy point you bring out, that we see it happening right before our eyes. This place is crumbling from the inside out.
That's right.
Right. Even with the coronavirus affecting the economy itself.
Yeah. You're right. All right. Hey, so jump down to verse 43.
Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
All nations are here. This is the great melting pot, right? Read.
But they shall not cleave one to another.
They shall be divided.
Right.
Although all nations are here, they shall be divided. How true is that? That what's some dude's name? Habib and them? Muhammad
Saeed.
The so-called Arabs.
Brothers.
So-called Chinese.
They will come and set up shop in our neighborhood.
Right.
And what do? They drive right back to Chinatown.
Yep.
Right.
Take all your gas money.
Hey, I ain't never was a neighbor with the Chinese,
I've
or
never been
Arab.
one. Nah.
Nope.
Matter of fact, that's right.
You know why? Because wherever they live at, they live in communities set up by themselves.
Yeah,
exactly.
So even if let's say they live in a part of your neighborhood, you'll see them all as neighbors with each other.
Yeah.
Not with us.
Right.
Not with us.
You Negroes live over there.
Right. Stay the hell off my lawn.
Don't cross the street here.
Right.
They make sure that you don't stay in that neighborhood before they move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Protest against you, raise up the daggone taxes, the neighborhood taxes.
Right.
Yep.
Before you know it, you can't afford the rent.
Right.
You done moved out.
Now
They
you done
moved
moved
one
out.
of their people in there.
Right.
Damn.
Go back to the article. Let's read that.
Hey,
The world watches.
Real quick,
go ahead.
Cap. But when we just read in the scriptures about the about us seeing who this melting pot was in the scriptures, now we actually get those breadcrumbs that you were talking about.
Yeah.
If you are paying attention to what the Israelites are bringing out on the street.
Yeah.
Now you're getting a breadcrumb. Now you're getting a little piece of it, and seeing it for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
On the TV screen, on your phones, on social media.
Right.
Those breadcrumbs are right there.
Yep. Hey, go back to that article. Read the second paragraph on it.
The world watches with bated breath as the U.S. presidential election sits at a dead heat. It's going down to the wire, and nobody knows who is going to emerge victor.
It don't make Israelites no difference.
Right.
Because the scriptures that says and the curses that we will be oppressed forever. It don't matter who it is. Whether you get that up in your face Edomite that hates you to your face,
Right.
or you get Sleepy Joe who likes to sit
Smile,
little black girls on
Right,
his
his
lap,
lap, right.
and learned about roaches hanging around black people.
Damn.
Yeah, don't let your daughters around Sleepy Joe. He'll fill up on them.
Both of them will.
Both of them will, right?
Both of them will.
You're right, man.
Trump was just talking about that. Oh, grab them by the crotch.
Yeah.
It's in their nature, man. It's
Hey,
all of them.
hey, go back to it. Let's read that. Keep reading.
It's despite polls having shown a comfortable Joe Biden victory, Donald Trump has again come out far stronger than expected, and thus both parties are now chasing down every vote in crucial swings.
Okay, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
yakety,
Right,
yakety.
because after all of that, all is said and done, after the election, Israel is still in captivity.
That's right. Ain't going
Still
nowhere.
oppressed.
Hey, one thing that they can agree on, even though they have political differences, is not knowing who these Negroes are today.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's one thing that they could
Keep that thing a secret.
keep that thing a secret.
Hey, go back to the article. I'm going to scroll down on it some for the sake of time. Keep going down. And I'm going to show you something. Keep going.
This also proves,
Hold on right there. Let me see. Go
this
ahead.
also proves that America is a world.
Hold on.
the
Stop right there. Stop right there. Go
the
ahead.
leading superpower in the world. Everybody in the earth is looking at these elections.
Yeah.
Wondering
Right, yeah,
who's
good
going to come out
point.
on top.
Good point. That's what we great reading that
Trying
paragraph.
to affect them, too.
Yep.
Go up some. Either way it goes, right there. Read that part.
Either way it goes, the affair paints a grim picture for American
A
democracy.
grim picture. Go ahead.
A loose cannon like Trump not only remains competitive, but it also shows there are underlying problems in American society,
Wait, go ahead, man.
which are
Hey,
yet-
this get an Israelite hype when you read
That's
stuff
right.
like that. That
Yeah.
the
Right.
nations are now starting to notice the underlying problems
Right.
of American society.
Right.
You might think there's no, but right now what we see in front of us is the revealing of prophecy.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Precept upon precept, line upon line.
Ultimately, our salvation.
Yeah.
That's right.
See that kingdom coming.
Hey, go
right.
back to it. Go back to that thing. A loose cannon. Keep reading. Even
Even
if
if he marginally loses, there is a hard-hitting truth that for all of its seemingly awful tendencies, too many average Americans, Trumpism isn't a pathology.
it ain't a disease. They like it. That what it's saying is that they like it how Trump is running this place.
Right.
Exactly.
Where you got militias that are trying to kidnap governors.
Right.
You got Trump voters trying to run off a damn president off the highway. You see? Did y'all see that video? YouTube, Facebook, talk to me. Hey, if you want to call in too, call us here on Four Corners News. We taking calls, man. Did y'all see it where the Trump people surrounded the Biden bus and try to run him off the road?
Right.
It's turning into like one of the third world countries.
Yeah.
Elections here in America, in the superpower of the earth.
Yeah. It's chaos.
It's chaos.
And I believe Trump retweeted it. But what this is actually showing you is showing you the mindset of all. Trump is literally speaking for his whole race.
Yeah.
So therefore, because Trump believes in all of this and he had the guts and the power and he's been put in a position of power, a lot of people is going to follow him because they follow his ideology.
Yeah.
Letting you know,
Right.
Yeah.
letting you know that America has never changed from the inside out. They're just now finally seeing this.
Hey, I wouldn't say follow his ideology. It is revealing the spirit that is truly
That's
in him.
right.
Yep.
There
They
it
feel
is.
comfortable bringing it out, is what it's saying. It said it's not a disease to them that you got to get rid of. They are are perfectly comfortable with the way that things are, where they can burn your jersey, they can call you Negro, they can beat you up at his rallies, whatever it might be. They are perfectly okay with the way things are.
Right. Because now they like the fact that Trump is their mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He can say things that they feel and they don't want to have to say.
Right. They don't want to say it. Right.
Hey, go back to that article real quick. It talks about it's a new normal and a product of massive social divides, right? In the United States, which spells widespread dissatisfaction. Read on.
With the political system and prospects for life in general.
Read on.
Trump's pleas to bring back jobs to America, to restore national glory and emphasize identity have widespread appeal, even if we can point out their damaging consequences.
Go scroll down some. Scroll down. I think it's more towards the bottom.
Emphasize identity.
Keep going. Hold on. It's right there. Let me see. Is it any more below that? Yep. Keep going. Hold on. Against the wider world as we eagerly await the outcome as Trump, if anything. Oh, yeah, that's it right there. Again, hold on.
Go back up.
Go back up some. Right there where it says again to the wider world. This is it.
Again to the wider world, this holds negative connotations of America's credibility and political system. It does not radiate.
Radiate.
That
brother great say radiator. The hell?
Radiator.
That's a car fan, man. Radiator. Radiate, man. Go ahead.
Radiate.
Exceptionalism.
Or grandeur in its democracy.
Grandeur.
As many political
words is too big.
Wow, he's too big for a Judite.
You had public education. I can tell right now.
Hey, Cap, it's
this
politics.
brother had
Cap, all of those
Public
are politic
It's
words.
a politic
It's
word.
Politics.
That brother had public education. Bless his heart. Y'all send up prayers for him.
You're right, Cap.
That's public school all the way.
Always.
Right.
Hey, when a teacher called on Officer Lyle to read, he said, "No, I'm not reading today. No. No. Read, Lyle. You got to read out loud. No, I'm not reading, Miss Jenkins. Go back to it, man. Go back to it.
Cap, you ain't right.
It does not radiate exceptionalism. Go ahead. Or grandeur. Go ahead.
In its democracy, as many politicians like to claim, but chaos, uncertainty, and a prevailing sense of injustice, if anything, even madness.
Even madness. Keep reading, man. Keep reading.
As we eagerly await the outcome, those who assumed Trump was doomed to certain failure were wrong. Yet again, he could yet go down, but not without a wholly damaging fight with massive implications for the legitimacy of his successor, and vice versa. If anything, this has shown us that problems in American politics and society continue to abound in ways outside observers just don't understand, and have produced a bitterly divided country
Keep going.
whereby multiple visions of its identity were competing.
Woo! Go ahead.
And neither is prepared to give up the fight so easily. Let's see what happens.
Hey, so look at this. I was reading this article, and what hit me was America believes that they have the foolproof, ironclad way of living. Because remember, they separated from Britain, right? 1776, right? Because they said having a king, one man to rule, is not a good way to govern a society.
That's right.
So we are going to set up the judicial branch, the legislative branch, what's the other one? The Pentagon.
Right.
The executive branch. We're
yeah.
going to have so many different stepping stones of power to not give that one man full control.
That's right.
This is a foolproof plan to make sure that our kingdom lasts forever.
Right.
God looking up in the God in the heavens like, look at these niggas, look at
these red people.
Somebody come look at this right here.
Hey, that's what the scriptures say, Cap. Say, he who sits in the heaven shall
laugh. God laughed. They said, yeah, let them go ahead and set up democracy. They think that is the way. They will never be a one. They will always be divided. They will be corrupt, backhand, underhand, overhand, whatever the hell you say. They're gonna do it to win that presidency like Trump did in 2016. Hell, I guarantee you, Biden win, he done did some crooked stuff too.
He had to.
He done touched on a few
He wouldn't have been the first either, Cap.
Kids. He won't be the first. You're
He
right.
wouldn't be the first
Hey,
at all.
hey, go to Nahum chapter 1 just to show this in the scriptures how America is in the Bible, but it's called by a few different names. That is the infinite wisdom of the Most High, where, it's just like, this how you know Most High's a black man.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Hip talk.
Man, hey, I'm telling you right now, black folk, when we talk about money, we got so many different words. We use guap, we use fetty.
Right.
Bread.
Cheese, the bread.
Dough, cash.
Yeah. The
We
bag.
got so many
bag,
words for one word.
Chicken.
Give me that.
Bag.
Give me that.
But you know that we talking about what? Money at the end of the day, right?
Right.
That's how God did with America throughout the Bible, to hide it from them right in front of their eyes. Nahum chapter 1, and let's read 1 through 6 real quick.
Bring it out.
Nahum chapter 1 and verse 1. The burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum.
So we talking about Nineveh, right? That's an ancient city way in the Middle East, right?
Right.
Read on.
The Elkoshite. God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revenges, and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Now jump to Nahum chapter 3, read verse 1. So God reserveth wrath for his enemies. We talking about Nineveh, right? Read that.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to the bloody city.
That's exactly what America was built
Exactly
on.
right.
Right.
They built on blood, manifest destiny. They
right.
built on the conquest of America.
Right.
This is a bloody city. Read.
It is all full of lies and robbery.
Christianity.
Yep. Democracy. It's full of lies.
And robbery.
And robbery.
Or
Red-
Trumpism, because
yeah,
Trumpism, they said Trumpism is is not a disease or something like that.
Yeah.
But it is a disease
is a
because
disease.
Trump says, make America great again.
again.
What we're reading in Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1 is how America was made great.
Good point.
That's how they made America
on
great.
Blood
On blood
and robbery.
And he
And
never wanted
lies.
to explain that comment as well. I remember in an interview they asked him, so what does that mean, make America great?
Yeah. They don't never have no answer for that. Hey, and you know another way that they rob people too? You know, in the politics they got something called lobbying.
Right.
Right,
Lobbyists.
right.
Yep.
Lobbyists, where like literally they can push their agenda depending on how much
Much money
money
you give 'em,
that
yeah.
they give you. That is robbery, man.
Bribery.
And-
Yep.
and
Robbery.
And Cap, I seen on I was in a line of Walmart. They had a magazine. It said the Mayflower, the birth of America.
Wow. Damn.
That's the robbery
That's
right
when
there.
they came over and killed all the
They
Native
killed all the
Indians.
Native
Right.
Indians.
The birth
Damn.
of America, the bloody city. Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft,
Witchcrafts, go ahead.
that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Selleth nations through her whoredoms. Her whoredoms. The world don't know, like, America goes everywhere and pushes porn on there. They push
Right.
Christmas. They push
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
The little white baby Jesus. That's how they sell the other nations through their whoredom. They get them to buy in.
Right. Or
Right.
get in bed with.
Yup. Get in bed with their ideology.
Right. Right.
Read on.
Right.
And families through her witchcraft.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I am against thee,
God says, I'm against this place. Read.
saith the Lord of hosts.
Uh-huh.
And I will discover thy skirts
I will discover thy skirts and do what?
upon thy face.
Uh-huh.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness.
Uh-huh.
And the kingdoms thy shame.
What did that article just say?
The world now
We
sees.
America. Go back to
Now
the,
see
pull
the
back up the
unjust-
article and just read the title
Yeah.
alone.
Right.
Pull it up, man. Pull up the article and just read the title and see what God said. Read that.
The world now sees that there's no exceptionalism or grandeur in American
The
democracy.
Bible is a true book. Drop a
That's
bomb
right.
on that thing right there.
That's right.
That's right.
You know the funny thing. You know the funny thing about that, right? This is being revealed that America is divided.
Uh-huh.
When you see something is divided in war, what do? You go.
Perfect
You
time.
got it. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Pull the
Good
scripture.
point.
Yeah,
Good
wickedness,
point right
yeah.
there.
Right.
When you see them divided, that's when the armies gather together and attack.
Right.
Read that bottom part again, man. It says, I will discover thy skirts. Read on. upon thy
and
face.
I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
God is revealing this. He's revealing Babylon the Great before our eyes. But check this out. He just called them Nineveh.
Bring it out.
This is why. See, this is what I'm talking about. When Negroes be like, "White man wrote the Bible." I mean, you've never read the Bible before,
Right.
You gotta laugh.
The only reason that God gave the white man our book to hold is for when the time came that when we would wake up, he would reveal to us in the last days the mysteries of the book.
And we wouldn't have to go far to get it.
Well, Hey, white man, can I get that book?
Yeah,
thank
let
you.
me get that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Because Cap, you know Jake, when he read John 3, verse 16, he thought he read the whole Bible.
Right. Yeah, that was it.
You know that, right?
You're right.
Some Negroes
You're
think
right,
that
because
too.
they did have a slave Bible, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember, they had a slave Bible. They took out certain parts. But God only left the Bible in the white man's hands untouched, right? Untouched to the time that we got freed, and the Lord would then begin to pour his spirit on us, and we would wake up in the last days. So after we got freed, right, and we was able to read, then the white man started doing what? He started making the NIV. He started making the damn Amplified.
Right.
God said, after they've been freed, go ahead, white man, do whatever you want to now. But as long as they got the one that my spirit hath commanded, they gonna be all right in the last days.
So Cap, they wouldn't need the. Not only would they get the breadcrumbs, they get the roadmap.
They get the roadmap,
They
right?
get the direct map with all the points and plots, so they could get right back to who they were.
Hey, go to Isaiah 47, because I'm gonna prove to you that this is talking about America, right? Because it called it Nineveh in one spot. I don't want to leave you hanging.
Bring it out.
And you be like, that's our own private interpretation. You know how Christians be, man. Talk about that's your private. Your ass got a private interpretation.
Right.
Yeah, according to you.
Every time you say John 3:16 means the whole world, that's your private interpretation.
Bring it out.
You ain't covered in the blood of Jesus.
And when you read the rest of it, they were like, wow, that's in the Bible?
Yeah.
What Bible you read?
Bible is
What
that?
Bible you read? What Bible is that?
The Bible where all the
That's the
different
King James
black
version.
highlights in
Bring
it.
him some almond milk.
Read that Isaiah 47. Let's read 1 through 3.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of
O
Babylon.
virgin daughter of Babylon. Read. It said what? The daughter of Babylon, right? Now go to Psalms 137.
Bring it out.
To show who the daughter of Babylon is. We're coming back to Isaiah 47 because we're going to precept upon precept to understand. He might have called him Nineveh, but he was talking about the bloody city called Babylon.
Right.
Read that in Psalm 137.
Psalm chapter 137 and verse 8.
Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Edom is the so-called white man, right? All right, go ahead.
In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Read.
O daughter of Babylon.
Oh, daughter of Babylon. Edom is the daughter of Babylon. They are, what does that mean? That means as is the mother, so is the daughter. Witchcraft was found in Babylon. Witchcraft is found in
Right here in
America.
America.
That's right.
Hey, caller, you live on FCN Four Corners News. Where you at, caller? You there? I can't hear you. Where the caller at, y'all?
All right. Here we go.
Where you at, caller?
Shalom,
Hey,
Captain. This
shalom.
is Sister. And leadership. This is Sister Adba.
Hey, shalom, sister.
From
Most High
Miami.
Christ bless.
Hi, Most High in Christ bless. I just I was listening to your conversation about Trump, and I think I've been watching it, and I think that he's going to be even more dangerous after he loses his presidency.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep, I think that I understand that he and his family are thinking about starting a television network like Oprah Winfrey did. And I understand that it's going to get even worse. No one will control him at all.
I can believe it. What Trump will probably he'll get his own television show, and then he'll push, because remember he's been in office and he got a very large following based off of his open racism. He'll put that through media. He'll put that stuff through media, and he'll gather more people to him, and they'll overrun the White House and put him back in the presidency.
Right.
That's so true. He has at least 68 million followers, so it's going to get bad. It's not going to get better just because he's out of office.
That's right.
He'll have no one to control him then, and so we still have to be careful. We still have to watch.
Right. That's right. Never trust our enemies. Thank you for your call, sis. We good on sound, man? All right, we good on the sound now. Hey, go back to Isaiah 47.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Uh-huh.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Switch the view. Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
That's what we read right there. It said that there is no more grandeur or exceptionalism. God calls it tender and delicate in the Bible. You go to no more be tender and delicate in the eyes of these nations.
Right.
They gonna see you for the devil that you are.
That's right.
Hey, read verse 2 now.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal.
Uh-huh.
Uncover thy locks.
Read.
Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the river.
Now here's the point. Read verse 3.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. That article called the nakedness, the social divide.
Right.
The evil, the madness that is within this place. The chaos.
The unjust.
The injustice that is here. That's what God calls thy shame shall be uncovered. Read on.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Uh-huh.
I will take vengeance.
God said, I'm going to take vengeance. Read on.
And I will not meet thee as a man.
Christ said, I'm coming back. Ain't no more piercing me on no damn
That's
side.
right.
I'm going to crush everybody. Take the baddest anime that you ever saw in your life.
Right.
Because I know Jake be watching anime.
Right.
Because that gives us that vision of what we shall be, a twinkling of it, what we shall be. And magnify that thing times
thousands,
Yeah.
millions.
We can't even fathom.
A number we can't even say.
A number we can't even say.
Right.
Magnify that. Innumerable.
He said, like Beerus?
Cold blood.
Gonna be like Asta. What's that? What's Naruto?
Black Clover, Naruto. Okay.
What's some other?
Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
That. He said, I'm not gonna meet you as a man.
That's right. Right.
The black one punch.
He gonna destroy this thing from off the face of the earth.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.